Hi, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a 5-minute quick and makeup look. And it's perfect for those days when you don't have a lot of time, but you still want to wake up your face and you want to feel good. If you're new here, I'm Lina, and I've been a celebrity makeup artist in Hollywood for nearly 2 decades, and natural makeup looks are my absolute favorite. And it's all about healthy, glowing skin and enhancing our natural beauty as opposed to covering it up. So let's get started. Okay, so if you haven't already, you want to apply a little bit of face oil. I love using face oil before I start my makeup routine because it really does add like a really nice healthy glow to the skin, and it's the perfect kind of natural primer. You just want to add a little bit. And so I love using a skin tint, like a tinted moisturizer. So this is Ilia, and I want to just use a little bit here first. A couple drops, nothing much. And you just want to go over the areas where you have a little bit of redness. We just want to even out the skin tone a little bit here. And so I actually love to apply it with my fingers because it goes on so much more natural, and it kind of, as opposed to using a sponge or a brush, I feel like it just goes on way more natural. Okay, so we have a bit of tinted moisturizer on now, and then I like to go over with a little bit of concealer. So I put a little concealer here on my hand and use a concealer brush and just go right here underneath the eyes where you have a little bit of a hollow here. You want to put it right there, and then you want to just pat it into the skin. And I always just put it underneath the eyes here because I don't want to put too much concealer here. You're putting too much concealer. I see a lot of people putting concealer here, 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 so many different areas. We don't want to do that. We just want to keep it right underneath the eyes. And you just want to put a little bit here right underneath where you have a little discoloration. Just evening out the skin here. And then I always go over and pat it all underneath. Put a little bit more. Great. Next, we want to do our eyebrows. So I have an eyebrow pencil here. You want to use a color that is as close to your own natural color as possible. So I always like to fill in my eyebrows a little bit here, and you want to start here in the center, and you want to go with a very, very light touch. You don't want to like draw in the color here. You just want to go very, very light. And when I was younger, I was over plucking my eyebrows so much that they never grew back out. So I always have to spend a little bit more time here with my eyebrows, and doing a little bit of more time just by shaping your eyebrows really shapes and frames the entire face. So it makes a huge difference, even if you don't put a lot of other makeup on. Next, I take my Ilia warm nude palette and I put a color here that's kind of like a taupey beige color, and I just put it all over my eyelid and gently brush it up to the brow bone here. Great, and then I take a slightly darker color, darker brown, medium dark. You can kind of mix them, but I go a little bit darker here. I always pat it then the excess color on my hand so I don't get too much of that color and powder on my eyes. But I like to put it a little bit here in the lash line. And then I take the same color and I go underneath my eye here a little bit. And here's the trick with this. You want to be very gentle, but you also want to make it a little bit more smudgy. You don't want a sharp line, so you want to just smudge it in the lower lash line a little bit here. This is going to wake up the eyes. It's going to make the eyes look a little bit more awake and a little bit more open. Wonderful. Then we want to curl our lashes. Go over with some mascara. Want to go all the way at the root of the lash line and move it all the way up. And then I just do a very little kind of like zhuzh right here in the lower lash line. I'm really mostly focusing on the upper lashes right here. A little bit there at the bottom. Next, we are going to do a little bit of a cream blush. I love using cream blush because it goes on so much more natural than a powder blush. Kind of looks like it's your skin, but it kind of gives you that nice rosy kind of glow. Just pat it here all over your cheek area, going up to the cheekbone a little bit here. Wonderful. Next, I take a lip liner, and you want to use a color that is as close to your own lips as possible, maybe a slightly darker shade. And I always like to kind of line it a little bit outside my lip line, just to make the appearance like my lips are a little bit more full. So not a lot, just a little bit here. And same here underneath. And it's not a sharp line here, it's just kind of like this. You can take the same lip liner here and just kind of go into the actual lips too. If you like this color, you can just kind of go a little bit like this. Sometimes I also take the actual cream blush and I also kind of go into the lips and kind of just pat it onto my lips like this. You want it to be more like a stain as opposed to like a whole thing. And yeah, and then at the end, we just go over with a powder, but I don't use the powder all over my face. I only use a smaller brush, fluffy brush, and I only go underneath the eyes here, where I might look a little bit more here, kind of around here. Anywhere where you have a little bit more shine, but you don't want to put it all over. And that's it, a super simple, effortless makeup look that you can do every single day that takes less than 10 minutes. If you like this video, you might like my super simple skincare routine that also is like 5 minutes, and it makes a huge difference in terms of waking up your skin and giving you that beautiful, healthy glow before you start your makeup routine. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.